Hello everyone, it's Lindsay the research assistant coming at you with some frequently asked questions I've been receiving about this exciting study. So hopefully this answers some of the questions you may have, but as always, if there's anything you would like clarified, please don't hesitate to reach out to me personally via email at lindsay.mcdonald@affiliate.mcgill.ca. Now let's jump into the questions. How do I know if my questionnaire was submitted properly? Well, as the RA on this project, I'm able to see all viewer submissions, those that have been completed and those that have been partially completed. If your questionnaire was left partially completed, you'll receive a reminder message from me shortly to finish that up. For completed questionnaires, I'll be following up with all participants once we hit our recruitment target with a confirmation of your consent. If you're still unsure if you submitted properly, please reach out to me and I'm more than happy to check for you. Do I have to consent to both saliva and dried blood samples? Now, the short answer here is no. Within the questionnaire, you'll be asked which portion of the study you are providing consent for, the monthly questionnaire plus a salivary sample or the monthly questionnaire plus salivary and dried blood sample. The dried blood sampling is an exciting nested study within this research, and we're looking for individuals who have either A, previously contracted COVID-19, or B, have received their vaccination to provide us with a dried blood sample 2 to 3 days after the event or vaccination, and subsequently at 1 month, 6 months, and 1 year following. Now, while consent to providing both a salivary and dried blood sample is entirely up to you, I would strongly encourage you to consider consenting to both, as incredibly important data to this research will be extracted from your participation in both sample groups. I am a student and I won't be in Halifax for the summer. Can I still participate? Absolutely. So we recognize this is going to be the case for many of our student participants. Once the baseline questionnaire closes and we have reached our participant quota, I will be personally reaching out to all students to determine how many of you will be away for the summer months. Now, based on that data, either one of two things may happen. One, you get a break from saliva and blood samples. We would still ask that you submit the monthly questionnaire, but you wouldn't have to provide any samples until you're back on campus in September. Or two, I will send a sample kit directly to you. So these kits are all take-home procedures with simple instructions with an appropriate mailing bag. You put your sample in the bag, leave it on your doorstep, and I will personally arrange for your local FedEx to come pick it up. The lead team at McGill will be updating us on the protocol we will follow for this in the coming weeks, so stay tuned. All that being said, yes, you are absolutely eligible and encouraged, and there is no requirement to be in Halifax over the summer in order to do so. How long are the monthly questionnaires? Great question. So the baseline questionnaire available now is the most comprehensive and should take you about 15 to 20 minutes to complete. The monthly questionnaires you will be submitting will feature similar questions, but they won't be as long. So you can expect it to only take you about 10 to 15 minutes once a month. So really not an overly burdensome series of questions. I am a student who is about to graduate. Can I participate in the study? So the answer to this question is both yes and no. The lead team at McGill has stipulated that students intending to graduate this spring are eligible to participate in the questionnaire portion of this study up until their graduation date, but they're ineligible to provide any biological samples. So while we would love to collect your spit and blood, you are exempt from this fun. I am receiving my COVID-19 vaccination soon. Will this affect my eligibility? The absolute opposite, actually. So for those who have received or are soon to receive their COVID-19 vaccination, please consider consenting to both the salivary and dried blood sampling. The dried blood samples are collected with the intention to analyze for antibodies to the virus. As such, we have 4 intervals of time that we would request a dried blood sample: 2 to 3 days following your vaccination, 1 month, 6 months, and 1 year. If you have already been administered your first dose and we've missed the 2 to 3 day window, that's okay too. We would still like to capture your sample at the 1 month mark and subsequently 6 months and 1 year. Lindsay, I am ready to go. When do I get my spit kit? I love the enthusiasm here. So once the baseline questionnaire closes and confirmation of consent has been sent to all interested and eligible participants, I will be personally following up with each and every one of you with more details of picking up your kit, how to collect your sample at home, and where on campus our drop box is located. So stay tuned. And of course, if you still have questions that I wasn't able to answer for you today or something new has come up, please reach out to me. Let's have a chat. You can contact me via my email on the screen. Thanks so much, everyone.